Susan Pierce is a former Biotech Pharma rep, naturopathic practitioner, Christian media writer, human trafficking advocate, and whistleblower. She says she is being targeted by Kristin Cantrell Sherman, associated with the Sherman Group, LLC. She has had attempts on her life, has experienced life-threatening torture, and has had all her human rights violated.
Hi, this is Regeline Sabat, also known as Gigi. You're listening to Walk With Me podcast. My guest today is Susan Pierce. Susan Pierce is the host of Eden's Living TV, radio, and she writes for Christian media. Welcome to the show, Susan.
Thank you so much for having me, Gigi. I've been looking so forward to this.
Likewise, it's an honor to have you here today. Now, why don't you start off by telling us about you and where you are from?
I am from Jackson, Mississippi. I graduated from Mississippi State, and I've been on a 20-year journey of getting well after a 5-car pileup. So I wear a lot of hats. I'm a TV media personality. I'm a writer. I do radio, but I also try to work with, and save trafficked kids and really help people that have addiction and post-traumatic stress is really where my heart lies.
That is absolutely amazing. Now tell us more about Eden's Living TV. And as you and I spoke about, Eden is my middle name, so it's amazing.
I know. There's no accidents in life. It's amazing how God kind of brings us together. We're supposed to work together and collaborate. But Eden's Living was really just born out of, tell you the truth, it was a journey of literal hell. I was in a 5-car pileup. I was a biotech pharmaceutical rep. And my own medical industry created an addict for 20 years. And for 20 years, I laid in bed, went from a size 8 to a size 22. I got up to 257 pounds, addicted to opiates, and was on 14 medications. And I really had to heal myself. And in that journey of learning how to naturopathically take people back to the Garden of Eden and show them how they can heal and how they can detox. And you really can change your life no matter how old you are. You can go back to the Garden of Eden and you can find your health and healing.
That is absolutely amazing. Now, you also write for Christian media. Tell us more about what inspired you to write for Christian media.
And I tell you what, a little shout out to Jackie Carpenter. I don't know if you know Jackie, but she is in the media world herself and had the Christian View magazine and TV. And when I was coming back into society and really didn't know what I wanted to do, here I was, an ex-pharmaceutical rep, now a naturopath, and I had this amazing testimony of losing the 150 pounds and getting sober and then helping all the kids that I do in sex trafficking. Jackie saw me and she's like, you have so much to offer the world. You really need to be heard. And she gave me my first break in professional writing. I don't know if y'all know out there, but anytime you're published in the media world, it's an honor. And I take that honor very seriously. And when I write, I try to teach. I try to teach hope and I try to teach healing. But I still write for the Christian View. I was writing for Hope magazine, and now I'm writing for myself and I'm about to publish my first book.
I love it. Now, you are also a human trafficking advocate. What inspired you to become a human trafficking advocate?
Probably about 5 years ago, the Highland Church here in Birmingham, Alabama, I went to a small group meeting, a prayer meeting, and we had one of the Hope for, actually it's called Well House, and then Hope for Justice, another organization I worked with. But Hope for Justice, really in the Birmingham area, I wanted to get on the streets. I wanted to have an impact where I saw where my time, where my money was going. And we used to meet on Monday afternoons at noon. We'd meet in the McDonald's and we'd get together and pray, because anytime you deal with sex trafficking, you are dealing with demonic spirits. We're talking about the most evil of the evil. There's so many different ways you can sell a human being. In human sex trafficking and biomedical trafficking are two of the biggest out there. And I went out and started praying, and I saw women that when I looked in their eyes, they were dead. They were screaming for help and they were hopeless. And I never will forget the first time that I went out with Hope for Justice and laid my hands on a pimp. He was holding by the breast, the woman by the breast, like, this is my property. She's not going with you. Hope for Justice and Well House tries to literally get these kids off the streets and give them a safe place. Well House is wonderful for that. And I remember laying my hands on this gentleman, and both him and his wife or trafficked woman that he called his wife started crying and accepted Jesus right there. And I will never forget that feeling, and seeing 14, 15-year-old girls driving up with, men in the back seat to go have sex. It just broke me. And I knew that I had to get involved somehow. And so I started doing Hope for Justice, which led to meeting other organizations, like I said, Hope for Justice, Well House. And then I started working with a task force that was under Trump. And we would go get intel, look for where kids could be trafficked, like hotels or different, like in Arkansas, one of the trips that I went, there was a tin gym that looked like it was a car dealership. They had the fence on the inside where you couldn't climb out. It was barricaded. So we would go get exit points, any entryway points, and then pass that on to another part of our task force that would then go in and save the children. So I have seen in field work, I've seen, and heard stories here locally of 14-year-old children running away and men having cages waiting for them at their house. And when I started understanding that that was 3 blocks from my house, I had to get involved. So that's kind of how I started getting involved in the sex trafficking business.
That is very powerful.
100 pounds. We've got Susan Pierce here to explain how you too can lead a healthier, holistic lifestyle. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You look stunning in the red dress.
Well, thank you.
Looking good. How much weight have you lost?
It's 119 pounds in 3 years.
In 3 years?
In 3 years. I did it all natural.
I was going to ask you, how did you start your weight loss journey?
I had like an aha moment. I was with a girlfriend down at the beach. I had a car wreck in 1995, and they pretty much told me I would never walk again. And they said, you have a C1, C2 fracture, Miss Pierce. You'll be an orthopedic surgeon and won't walk. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I developed a lot of autoimmune issues and pretty much was in physical rehab for 3.5 years. And when I was at the beach with her, because she would try to pull me out of the house, because I was a hermit. I mean, when you have every itis and syndrome there is, you go into this black hole of depression and you lose hope. And that's really what I want to preach today is don't ever, ever lose hope, because there are natural alternatives out there. And my girlfriend, when I went to the beach, I was telling her, she's like, these 7 years have been the hardest years of my life. She went, 7 years, honey, it's been 20.
Wow.
And that was a wake-up call. I was like, oh my gosh, I've lost 2 decades of my life. So I had to reclaim it. And
so what was the first step that you took?
The first step I did was I started eating organic foods. If it comes in a can or a box, don't eat it. There's 2 reasons why people get sick. They're either malnourished or they're toxic. And I was both. I was on 14 medicines, 380 milligrams of Oxycontin. My pain management, I was a legal heroin addict. And that was hard for me to admit. Very hard. Because I'm an ex-pharmaceutical biotech, respiratory, cardiovascular specialist. And it's like my industry almost killed me.
Goodness.
So now I want to go out and really share. Look, there's alternatives. You can do detoxes. You can do paleo diets. Just move. It's basic hydration, spring water, alkaline water, and doing like a paleo type diet or a Whole30, and just be intentional. It's intentional movement. It's intentional. Everything that I eat, I look at it. Is this disease causing or is this disease preventing?
And let's take a look at your before and after pictures, because gosh, girl, look at you.
Well, it was not a hot mess at 260 pounds, 267 pounds. So I just had to start moving. I mean, I started because I couldn't, living on disability, and I'm still managing my autoimmune. That's something that, you have to manage.
Welcome back to the show. We've got Susan Pierce back with us today. You may recall that she's a holistic healthcare advocate, and she can help you live a healthier lifestyle. Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Good to
Thanks
see you
for
too.
having me.
So last time you told us about how you had like a massive weight loss.
Massive, 119 pounds.
And how'd you do it?
I started living organically and holistically, and I use plant therapy, oils and spices. But having an immune problem like it's fibromyalgia, I realized I have a leaky gut, and I wasn't getting any nutrition.
Now, explain what leaky gut is, because it sounds really gross.
It does sound gross, but when you see these big men walking around, they have these big bellies. We call that a wheat belly. It's a leaky gut. It's your body's really inability to absorb nutrients. This is my old Boehringer Mannheim. I am a Biotech expert. This is a thrombolytic clinical reprint. Guys, I had to learn all this. You wouldn't believe. Perspective of coronary reperfusion, acute myocardial infarction. Like I had a thrombolytic, and instead of having to calculate by weight, and every second you have a 3-hour window. When you have a heart attack or a thrombolytic, a thrombosis, which is a blood clot, you have that very narrow therapeutic window where you can go in there and save someone's life, or you can make them bleed out. My drug, Redivase, that I used to sell, had a 50-50 chance you'd either slice the clot or they would die. It was an open artery, addresses 2 important topics on thrombolytic therapy. Early and sustained reperfusion, you have to get the thrombolytic on board, and it's considered to be a principle of cardiac medicine. So every moment that we're having to reperfuse and do calculations and go to the pharmacy and wait for them to calculate, wait for them to compound, we had a double bolus. Double bolus, the Redivase, it was on board in the IV, and this is just teaching. Look at everything I had to learn about. I forgot all this. This is crazy. I found this cleaning. I had a bad flood yesterday, and I just am walking through memory lane. Open artery hypothesis, why thrombolytics, study overviews, and look at all these clinical papers I had to be able to. Guys, when you're in pharma, you might have 30 seconds with a doctor, maybe 3 minutes at the most. And if you don't know what you want to talk about, and if you aren't articulate, and if you aren't smart enough, I had someone, you're too smart. Well, I taught doctors. I'm supposed to help the world. Y'all have been poisoned by a bioweapon. I'm one of 8 people in the world that can reverse what they did to you. Do you not understand that? Look at all these clinicals. Having to understand invasive conservative strategies, intravenous tissue, activator, acute MI. So when I tell you I'm a cardiovascular specialist, and I worked with neurologists also, because neurosurgeons, we were dealing with blood clots. Streptokinase was one of my competitors. And all this taking an aspirin a day, I'm going to do a study on that and teach y'all, like white willow bark. There are other things. There are pathways. If you're taking Tylenol and aspirin and things like that every day, you are blocking your pathways. So yeah, this is my background. I'm a legit person. I'm not some little central casting agent like they're out there. Be very, very careful of who you follow online, because there's a lot of people that think they're experts, and they're really just full of shit-talk. There's a fungal yeast correlation, and someone used to work with Pharma, and I call them doctors to try to prescribe. Now I'm totally naturopathic. I don't poison people. I try to find out where the root of the problem is, and if the environment of what you're eating, and it's contaminated with human feces, human poop, chemicals, and then you got 9,000 industrial pesticides. This poor gentleman, and this woman's a hero. I don't know if you know who she is. She's a hero. She's a medic that blew the whistle on all these vaccines that were killing our soldiers. She has a conscience. These 2 people are environmentally getting toxic and diseased, and she's going to have cancer. If I can't get that yeast, 47% of all cancers are linked to yeast. Why do you think they have yeast? Environmental toxicity, the pesticides. You've got all the dosing, all the drugs that you're drinking in the water. Every water that you put in your mouth, or food that you put in your mouth, it becomes a part of your body. I don't want to. The biosludge that she had, I've never seen it. My mouth as a practitioner is open. So I'm going to start doing a questionnaire. I'm going to start asking the people come into me for help to detox and get their health and their thyroid and their hormones back. I'm going to ask them, do you live in farmland? Do you live near chickens? How clean is your water? So as I'm asking someone who wants to buy property in the state of Alabama, I'm a Mississippian. I moved over here. I'm one of those people that stay, those dang Southerners. Mm-hmm. But I want to find farmland. So how in the world, if y'all don't test for PFAS, and they're allowed to frack and allowed to dump, they don't even know what's on our properties. We're going to have cancer, infertility, and endocrine problems, and sterility. And I know y'all probably want grandchildren. You want your grandchildren to be able to play and swim. I grew up in Mississippi and we called it the creek, cold water creek, learning how to swim. He got it from water getting in his ears. And I can help y'all, talk to you. I'll give you a little tip free. But we have to protect our farmlands. You have to protect the food and water that I'm trying to heal people with. And we're 98% water. So if your water's contaminated, your cells are going to be contaminated. And if your plants and your animals, it's a spiritual thing too. When you take in toxicity in the holy body, I'm a Christian, I'm a minister too, I wear a lot of hats. It's a spiritual covenant that I'm making with my food and my water. And that's y'all's job to protect my state water and my food. Protect your children. Protect me. I was in bed for 20 years in a 5-car pileup. Got addicted to 15 different pharmaceutical drugs. When I started getting detoxed, I lost 150 pounds. I'm off all medications.
I'm sorry.
God gives us everything we need in the garden. Let's keep our garden clean.
Thanks.
Keep it clean.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. Susan Pierce here with Eden's Living TV. Today we're going to talk about something that most people aren't even aware about. Targeted individuals, gangstalking, if you have been targeted for being a truther, for being a pro-lifer, for whatever reason, the Luciferians have targeted you. We have a guest, Gaji Justice. She is a Target Justice Coordinator volunteer. Gaji created Gaji's After Dinner Jam. I'm going to be a guest next week for Gaji. The Justice Action Meeting shortly after being introduced to the targeted individual community. She realizes that the challenges are other good and innocent people like myself are being targeted. We don't have anyone to talk to. The police are involved, so you can't go. The doctors are involved. Everybody seems to be involved. She was a retired assistant superintendent in schools. She began to take part and to make things happen. She is a go-getter. She has weekly conferences calls focusing on action. I can tell you her weekly call is a great community source for me. I feel like I'm not isolated. I'm able to talk and get helpful tools. To the end, Gaji is initiated by petition, letter writing, and phone calling campaigns. We're going to try to do a caravan to D.C. She also is co-moderating radio shows and so much more. I don't want to take up the time, but you are an amazing woman. Let's talk about what in the world is gangstalking.
Oh, wow. Good question. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
I'm so happy to be here. So I'm smiling because I'm happy about this being exposed.
Yes.
But it's really a treacherous program. It's a treacherous thing that's happening to too many civilians, innocent, law-abiding, tax-paying Americans.
And it's taxpayers' money doing this. That's what's so sad. It's a satanic ritual
awful.
abuse. It's satanic ritual abuse.
Mm-hmm. And gangstalking, I want to say it like this. I'm going to quote one of my favorite people that I've met in this program, and her name is Betty Doo. We call her Betty Doo. And she said when she leaves her house, it's like a hurricane evacuation.
Yes.
Because all the cars follow her. People, all in her neighborhood, everybody is behind her.
My neighbors leave when I leave. I've started filming them. I have a little boy, and he's not even 18. I'm like, do you realize I could call DHS and CPS and have you, which I wouldn't because of traffic.
Wow.
But my neighbors have also put in direct energy devices in their property. I was burned so badly by some lights. I'm going to say Ginger, you're going to be legally responsible. I have her in court right now. She burned me so bad that it burned me here, and I had to get on antibiotic drops and also like saline drops, saltwater drops, because my eyes were so burned.
That's terrible. It's terrible. And you're right.
I want to come this morning because I had an incident happen this morning, and it makes me very aware of the danger that I'm in.
I am surveilled 24/7. I am harassed 24/7. I have the local authorities that are gangstalking involved in my targeting. I have been swatted. I have been illegally medically kidnapped. I have been illegally detained. I have been falsely arrested and had to be released. I have a royal government asset that was married to a CIA, William Shantz, and Kristin. I'm fully aware of what you're doing, dear. I have people that have put me in a literal Deadpool game. Your Deadpool game consists of hiring little high schoolers, giving them gift cards. All of a sudden, I got an email message, Kristin, if you continue to hang yourself, continue to give me evidence of you harassing and terrorizing me. I have at least 800 to 1,000 little high schoolers, little Satanists, because they're all doing the devil horns on my page. I'm probably going to have to lock the media page down and take a break off media. I have someone that is terrorizing me, that will not leave me alone. I have tried. They have sent people to steal, to stalk, to slander, to dox. Like you, I've broken into. My house has been poisoned. I have witnesses that were in my home after I was swatted. They had to have a blood transfusion. They tried to kill her. I have people trying to kill me. I'm not suicidal. I'm not homicidal. This program destroyed my life. And that's what its COINTEL program was designed to do. It's a program that if you're a whistleblower, they send their state actors. They infiltrate your family. They tell your friends false stories. I don't know what my friends have been told. But all of them left. All of them. All for just trying to tell you that there is a bioweapon, and for telling the truth that there's a pedophile ring, and this ring here in Alabama is tied to presidents. And the police are involved. And my targeting is unmerciful. So I have decided to make a video quickly if something happens to me. And Jen Drake, you walked away selling a bill of five what the government's forced 3 of my friends to be institutionalized for whistleblowing and drugged. You hurt me, my very best friend. My childhood friend. I could die and my childhood friends are nowhere to be seen. You can't sell pharmaceuticals and not yoke with the devil. The graphene, the nanotechnology, it's in your food, your air, your water. I try to warn you, and I get swatted, arrested, kidnapped, assaulted. It's my brother that's trafficking me, Craig One. I know you killed my parents, and I know you killed Peggy, and I know you killed Bob, and I know you killed Kim. And Kristin, I don't even know what your deal is, because all I've ever done is try to heal you and love your son as my own. I'm being stalked. I'm being terrorized. I'm being cyber tortured. Burned.
Burns. My scalp's full of burns. My own taxpayer dollars is paying my government to murder me. You get put on a terrorist list, OFAC list, and then the DOD Marines get to use frequency weapons, direct energy weapons. They hire your neighbors to do skits, light, noise harassment. They isolate you. Maria, I saved your family more than I can count. And they get hired to come into your life to destroy you. What Satanists do. So we're at the end. Trump's building his data centers that are going to give everybody cancer, destroy your water, hook you into a neural link to a dead universe. When the Pope died, the gates of the abyss was opened, and there are interdimensional energies that are coming to destroy this world. As a remote viewer for Stargate, DARPA, Raytheon, non-consenting test subject, with the divine flame of God Almighty inside of me. They fear me. They trained me. They don't have the sight that I do. I've been trafficked. I was raped at 3, put in a family. My daddy was Navy. Saw the big one drop from his ship. So it mutated his DNA. That much extreme radiation. And then you put it on top of it, a universal O donor and royal bloodlines, an Indian. That created me. Do you think these movies about people that have gifts, where do you think they got those from? When the true melanated gods awaken and return, these Luciferians have no idea what's going to hit you. Yeshua is coming with fire, and I'm his flame. You're not going to traffic me and get away with it. I have a network. I know the people trafficking me. I am not too publicly out a lot of people. Once I move out of Alabama, I will be suing Alabama and exposing the police departments and the sheriffs that are literally trafficking. There's organ harvesting happening in Etowah County. M13, drug shipments, county airports, white trailers, and crazy-ass Alabama Bureau assets. You can't kill me, and I'm going to expose every freaking thing you're doing. You're killing and eating and drinking children. You're killing people for life insurance and their property. It's asset grabbing and human trafficking. And the Alabama ring ties to Obama and Hillary and Miss Sherman. So I literally just got up out of bed. I hadn't even done crap. Sick as a dog because I've been, what have we been through? Radiation attacks. Go ahead and tell them. Radiation attacks. I am being biomedically trafficked, gassed, poisoned, radiated with EMF, lasers, ultrasound, infrasound, followed, tracked by your device. You're tracked by your devices. If you're a gang-stalked individual, I hate to tell y'all, all of y'all been hooked up to the quantum D-wave since 1996.
When they're making clones out of each and every one of us.
Oh, say that a little louder.
They're making clones for each and every one of us, and you become an avatar on their game.
Tell them about Cloud9 and the programmer that I guarded that's now trying to kill us.
The programmer from Microsoft is Susan is Kristin Sherman.
Yep.
She works with Bill Gates.
And she has hooked everybody up, and she's torturing and traumatizing us. It's true.
It's the dark arts of the CIA, from what I think.
It's true.
And Kristin Sherman is operating it.
And we are on headsets. We are being.
You can hear her. I've heard her in the past, in the distance, telling people how to do this, that, and the other, like a teacher. She's teaching.
Tell them about the life insurance taken out on us. Let's go ahead and expose her.
Here.
Come on. I've had life insurance taken out on me. I had someone cut.
You can really hear her teaching these people.
Yeah. So I had someone show up at my front door, tell me that I missed a delivery, and what they're doing is putting you on the OFAC list, which is domestic terrorist, when you're not on purpose. False allegations. And then they hire DOD contractors with their headphones and devices, and they get your bioinformatics, your breathing, your insulin, your O2, but they torture you also. They're using ham operators that meet every Monday night in a tower at the Methodist Church, is that it? Mm-hmm. Writing skits of how to traumatize us, entrap us, get us falsely arrested.
It was told they meet every other Monday as well in costumes to go over their weekly, every 2 week plan of what they're doing. And they meet with costumes to hide their identity. It's Illuminati.
It's Illuminati. And your panda head is used. Used to torment kids and traffic kids. I got you. The FBI has been informed. You will not kill any more people that I love. And the person that I went to Atlanta to save that night, I know you're watching. I'm sick. Sick. That's not mine here. I was holding somebody's stuff. Sick. Yeah. Sick. Trying to save your life and chase 3 snipers. 3 out of your neighborhood, and told you they want to kill you. There's a $300,000 bounty, and they want to traffic your child and sacrifice her. Please tell her, Lizzie, what they want.
It's contract killers.
Contract killers.
Contract snipers.
And I begged my friend in Atlanta to listen to me. Did I not?
Yep.
Did I wreck my car trying to help?
Yep.
Am I one step away from being in the hospital?
Yeah, you're sick.
And all they could do was no, making head signs for help. I promise you, all of you that are trafficking, both of us, and taking her kids.
Lying, saying I'm abuser.
And she's not. I know this woman.
Too many character witnesses.
They want our organs. They're trying to kill us.
Child Protective Services has been trafficking children for years in the state of Alabama.
And DHR is after me before helping her. Someone made a false report. Miss Cantrell, Miss Sherman, if you have been making false reports, you're going to prison. Understand you have dementia now and that you're not taking your medicine, and you are just terrorizing.
Organic brain syndrome.
Terrorizing people. This is for the FBI. Your Etowah County is gangstalking they're using headphones and drones.
To the law enforcement that
are doing this.
That claimed that Kristin was a U.S. terrorist. I'm here to identify.
She is.
To state she is a U.S. terrorist.
I'm not going to be hunted by you, darling, and all your contractors and your addicts and your Satanists.
And
I've already turned you in.
Kristin, I know you're watching. You're a vile individual.
Vile.
I respected you. I loved you.
Peeing and shitting in people's mouths.
I humbled myself to you.
Sucking off black men and spitting their cum in their face.
You're a disgrace to law
enforcement. Who the hell are you? If you're on top
of the law enforcement, you're a disgrace.
Disgrace. And you're killing people
you used to
for profits.
Me, but you don't inspire
for profits.
Me anymore.
You're taking out life insurance and setting people up for false crimes. This woman had a weapon of mine for 6 months. It got stolen. I couldn't even get did you see what she wrote? What did it look like, a 3-year-old?
Yeah.
They're trying to kill. I want y'all to.
Some big words in it, but it was just around. It was like a ring around the mulberry bush.
I want you to know, we know what's going on. We know what's going on, and we've left enough evidence to the FBI Senate Intelligence is who I reported this to. Senator Warner is who I report to.
We're aware that y'all have people going in these places and working as DHR investigators, police officers,
and
cooks.
postmen, and they're tell them about the cooks. Tell them about the Enfrese cooks.
What?
They're putting nano and they're poisoning people in the restaurants. She's hiring them.
They're putting powder. They call it powder.
Powder.
In people's foods is the nano powder, nano dust. They're putting in people's food at the Mexican restaurant Villa Fiesta in Gadsden, Alabama.
And she told me not to eat at Mexican restaurant because they were killing people and feeding them to you out of her own mouth. Anything else we want to say on film while we're running for our life and trying to save people who won't talk to you?
To the FBI group that's been
Miss Slavic
supposed to be bringing justice over the behalf of the U.S. domestic terrorists, I suggest you do so.
I suggest you go take that whole town, the sheriff, the DAs, the judges, because guess what they're doing? You know what they're doing? They're organ harvesting and killing our children and shipping them to China.
Etowah County's courthouse is putting false charges on parents to take their children. I am a victim of a lot of Etowah County's DHR and court system.
The Reed House, stealing children, putting them on meth and taking their kids, setting them up for drugs.
Skylar Kennedy with the false charges and roughed me up, put bruises all over my body with me being a lumbar spondylosis patient.
It's not liable if you tell the truth. We're running for our lives. No one will help us. And the one person I went to that was keeping me grounded, there was a $300,000 hit. They already killed my best friend. And I went to warn you, and you and your husband would not talk to me. Was that normal? Anything about that normal?
No, because if someone came to me telling me that there was dangerous people around my home and they are aware of it, I would be like, can you explain me, help me.
Help me. I literally chased 3 snipers, gang members, Enfreses away from your house. I also called your police department and told them that Enfreses want some organ harvesting sacrifices to please add protection in your neighborhood.
I've had Mexicans.
They said you'd have to call.
I've had Mexicans after me for 10 years off and on. And what they want to do is steal children and they want their sacrifice. These people there's a group from Tamaulipas, Matamoros, Mexico, and I don't care if y'all wetbacks hear me.
I don't care if you wetbacks. We're not scared of you. I'm trained.
I'm not against Hispanic people, but I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to mistreat an individual the way that y'all Hispanics do and carry weapons on your body, on my private property in Asheville, you're a wetback.
They used to tap on her trailer. Tell them what they used to say to your children.
Come out wherever you are.
Come out wherever you are tapping.
Telling me
because they wanted to sacrifice them.
Telling me that they were there for their sacrifice because my mother was no good. They're the Mexicans that are connected to the identity theft of my mother's Social Security. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not your damn sacrifice.
Me neither. We don't consent. In the U.S. government, CIA, dark ops, that's torturing us through frequencies. This is exposure, and we don't care what happens to us, but we will not
Justice will
be tortured. I'm being burnt. Show them my neck, back of my neck. Show them the burn. Show them the burns.
Wait a minute, gotta turn the camera around. Where's the turnaround button? Oh.
It's taped. You're going to have to do it this way.
I'm going to have to show it like this. The bumps. The heat bumps from the radiation.
They're lasering, they're attacking me.
It gives us little bumps.
They just
hard little bumps.
I'm being burned. Literally tortured. And they hire people that live around you to use devices. And when they talk real loud like this, listen. Y'all don't understand, the gangstalking is human trafficking.
When you're taking that app and putting it on your phone to push this button on these TI victims that's on the OFAC list.
They got you too. You're going to be dead. You're going to die before us because the loose ends, you just put your whole family in the program by being a gang stalker. Tell them. Tell them what you observed in my neighborhood. What is going on? I can't even live in my home. Tell them what's going on at my house.
They're pouring chemicals all around the fence and all in the air and blowing it. They're putting chemicals in their motor and their truck in the oil part. A little bottle of chemicals. It's not oil because it's
chemicals.
Color.
You taste it.
And then they rev the motor and put it all in the air.
The lights. Let's talk about Ginger on the lights next door.
Had 3 lights out.
3 beginning.
She had 3 lights up when I got there. And then about 3 days after I was there, 4 days after I was there, she put up 2 more lights.
And now we're both
lights
sick as a dog.
directed right at her house.
Radiation.
Not
Ginger
to the lady's
is going
yard,
to
but at
prison.
her house because it's up on a porch rail.
On the porch rail, pointed at my bedroom. And every neighbor now is directing
and then she
lights.
has a big old blanket behind the lights to
With a
block the
Faraday
EMF.
shield, with a Faraday shield cloth.
Yes.
So my neighbors know what they're doing. You've been reported. TikTok, the FBI now is involved. I'm about to sue you and file Monday.
My first 3 days there, they didn't run the lights because you can't do this to
Other
when
people
they have
supposedly.
when they have a visitor, I mean, and but because we were investigating them, taking pictures of their camera,
Getting their
of
forensics,
of their
getting their
lights,
headsets.
of their lights, because we were taking pictures and recordings of their lights, they decided to start turning
torture.
on the lights. Because
torture.
$300,000 was placed on Facebook.
Yeah, in the Slavic, they didn't believe me.
Kristin, I want to do a number right here, but I can't do it. But you know
You're
what
going to go to
I wanna
prison,
do.
or you're going to be in a
I
mental
got a little
hospital.
finger that wants to go up.
But Slavic, you better listen.
dirty.
Tell Slavic. You know who Slavic is. Tell her, Jennifer. Is this as serious as it gets?
This is one of the most heinous crimes I've ever heard in my entire life.
Does she need to be running by herself with headphones?
No, she does not.
Did
That's not
you and
fair.
I, as a remote viewer, see a white van grab her wearing a white shirt, tan yoga pants, with a cloth put over her face?
Yeah.
We did, and I drove, and now I could die because I'm so sick. My car's totaled, and I didn't have sleep for about 5 days, 6 days? How long were we?
You slept 2 or 3 hours each day. That was about
That was it. I'm exhausted. So if something happens to me, or I'm grabbed, or they say she's not stable, am I stable?
Yes.
I'm guarding, literally guarding, a whole family from a psychotic, sociopath, CIA, dark. Oh, did you get the forensics of the CIA dark operation?
No, because it didn't show up on it, but it did show up on the Wi-Fi.
So, we have forensic proof of what you're doing. All your little traffickers on their headsets, y'all gonna go to prison. And you will not kill her or her kids, and you will not kill the only friend the friend I thought I had is not a friend. She's involved. You don't make international signals for help and ring your. Well, how'd you do the hand? Show me. Stop, please. No, because you're working with Raytheon and you've been trafficking me, and everybody in your clientele is on the dark web being trafficked, and you won't talk to me. I'm Susan Pierce of Eden's Living TV, and I am a CDC whistleblower. I've worked trying to save people out of the sex trafficking and biomedical trafficking system, and I am trying to help a mother. Go ahead and just tell them who you are.
My name is Ashley Bravo. My maiden name is Ashley Helms. I have been going off and on 13 years running cartellers and mafias out of my environment, of my woods, of my residence, off and on my own. And I've identified that I'm in danger with the El Chapo group. They call him, their boss is El Chapo. And there's a group that they're calling their boss Cardona, Hugo Cardona.
And we're literally running for our lives. This child, they have falsely arrested her. They have taken her kids. They have suspended her license. They got her fired on her job. And her family is addicts. She has no one. And then I have people trying to tell me you need to be selfish and not get involved and heal. She lost her job, car, and kids.
It's believed that my husband is part of the group of Los Santos, the Etowah County Sheriff's Department, and the Tala police officer, Bradley, believes that my husband is part of a cartel group. I don't know, but I do know he's part of some group.
We saw him where
people.
he shouldn't have been yesterday.
He denied all the criminal activity that was on the property that I have video footage of, time and date stamped.
In which I found the wiring system.
Yes, they were laying on a wire system in my yard.
They are using, as you can tell, I'm extremely sick. They are using direct energy radiation weapons on my home. I have 1,065 Bluetooth devices that I have discovered that my brother Craig Wann, W-A-N-N, is using frequencies. That's what he worked for AT&T. He is invoking disease and death. I believe my parents were murdered by him. I believe his first wife. I believe my brother. And I believe that he is trying to kill me. He has a Asia share contract through China, through the Hunter Biden connected, I believe, through Kristin and Etowah County, who is gangstalking me and Lizzie to the point that they've sent DOD snipers to kill us.
Yeah.
We have cartel trying to kill us. This is the reason we're doing this video. I am not homicidal nor suicidal, and I know I don't do drugs. She's not homicidal. Are you homicidal?
I am not homicidal or suicidal or delusional, and I have evidence of being endangered. And my husband denied all the criminal activity, and he's part of a group called the Los Santoses, is what I believe, because they pretend that they're holy, godly people. They go to church, but they do not live.
It's a cult.
The Word of God like I do. I'm a devoted Christian woman, and I live it.
Okay, so these are 22 satanic temples, according to a supposed agent. Do not know for a fact, but I do know I have seen illegal activities and that we have people literally trying to kill us. So I'm making this video. I am posting it, and I'm telling you my real identity and who I am and what I've done for over 10 years trying to end sex trafficking, biomedical trafficking. You're going to find out who I am. And to the Satanists trying to kill me, you don't have any power. Jesus Christ, Yeshua, rules my life. You can't touch a hair on my head without his permission. And to the friends who have watched me bury my best friend, who I think they killed her, and just sat around and didn't help me, and not helping me help this young woman, you're going to be accountable before God. All of you people that are not helping us, and we're telling you, Lizzie and I are being trafficked.
By two different groups, dangerous groups. Cartellers and gangstalking mafias.
And my family has done this to me. Craig Juan, you're going to jail. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. This morning I was woken up at 6:30 in the morning by my Army paratrooper neighbor doing his compression noises, noise assault, and also have evidence of Mr. Skip Walker poisoning. I have witnesses. When you are gangstalked, when you're targeted, it is insidious. Everybody in your world becomes compromised. Your family is either bought or told things that aren't true. Your friends just block you, walk away with no reasoning. They come after you, they break in your home, they poison you. In my case, I've been swatted. DHR 4 times has come to this house. I've been hit twice, totaled my vehicles, hurt both times. My brother tried to involuntarily commit me and swap me on February the 14th after I turned in Sherman, who's KGB, ABI. Like, you're so screwed, honey. I don't give a crap what you do to me. You're caught. And what the sad thing is, I would have protected, and I still would protect Will in my life. So I have agencies and local police. I have the Decatur, Huntsville, and Atlanta Police Departments that own patents on my body. I have cochlear implants. I have an antenna-looking thing in my brain, a medical device. I have a Medtronics. I have a heart monitor, and I have 2 things in my feet and 2 in my spine that are leaking rare earth metals and mercury that will cripple me. No lawyer will help me. No doctor will help me. No friend will help me. No one will help me. You know who will help me? Yeshua, Jesus Christ, has kept me alive. And the people that tried to kill me for life insurance and land grabs, it's all been documented. My brother Craig Juan is trying to kill me along with Kristin Sherman. Life insurance. Sherman wanted me to sign a HUD agreement where she would have power of attorney and my land and assets, medical and power. Why are you doing that to people? I didn't sign that because I'm not stupid. So something happens to me. My brother Craig Juan in Montevallo, Alabama,
has 1,065 Wi-Fi devices that are surveilling me and hitting me with frequency that have been caused a brain tumor. I'm not going to die alone without this coming out. Kristin Sherman, you've terrorized me and stalked me for over 10 years after I bodyguarded and saved your life twice and loved your son as my own son and would have raised him as my own son if something would have happened to you. Maria, I won't even address you. Interpol is looking at you because I was notified through the Brigadier General that contacted me. So what you're doing, I wash my hands of. At the very least, you didn't protect me. And then you left me after I saved you from the cartel, and you would be dead, and your family would be dead, and Sophia'd be trafficked. No one cares about my life. They don't. It's obvious. I was raped at 3 to 6 in a Masonic family, obviously. Didn't have a clue. Naval Intelligence Research Project, Stargate. Find out in my 50s that I don't have a uterus and that they put 8 medical implants in me. And that the forensic person I hired traced it back to my brother and my neighbors. And 800 corporations and 3 police departments that own patents to my body and traffic me every day. I don't consent. Grand Rising. I'm out enjoying my beautiful deck after being swatted on February the 14th, Valentine's. Tenny, you're so funny to swat me on Valentine's Day because you thought they were going to shoot me and kill me, and you were going to have your Valentine's Day massacre because you were doing it as a ritual. Kristin Sherman, Bill Gates' programmer. Tenny Lawson, ABI 15,01219. I report you for threatening to send Butch, and Butch threatens to hunt me like a deer, gut me like a deer. You send me pentagrams with Microsoft hats and then fire pits with Microsoft hats. And, you know, you think I didn't pay attention all those years ago. I bodyguarded you. I cooked for you. Slept in the same room as you. Guarded you. Saved your life twice. Love your son as my own son. Will always be protected as long as I'm alive. But I'm tired of the swatting and the DHR 4 times. Alabaster Police Department 2 times. The wellness checks. Them trying to grab me. Then you do a pro-litem and try to take my home where there's no threats made. Nothing was done. And so you just think you can just send your little cops to swat me. You don't scare me. In Alabama and Shelby County, you're so corrupt. You're protecting a KGB assassin, double agent, working with Horton up there. And my understanding, cocaine's coming every 2 weeks, and they're shipping kids and their organs to China through a judge that, you know, I may or might not have evidence of his handwriting in Chinese of the trinkets he sold. Trinkets are children. So you try to T-bone me. That didn't kill me. You try to hit me from behind in Atlanta. That put me in rehab for 2 years, physical rehab. And now you just totaled my truck from a drunk whose daddy lives in Mountain Brook and is an electrician. I pull off the interstate 500 yards, and he guns it and hits me twice, which hurts me. I have a spinal injury. Lost my vehicle. I ran, used all my money to run, come home to my power turned off, to my business lines being cut, and I just had 13 shows I can't even promote because I was too scared to come home and be in my own home because they were calling the police every other time trying to pick me up for what? Oh, wait, I tell the truth and I expose pedophile Satanists. Working with the police. Oh, did I fail to tell you that the Huntsville and the Decatur and the Atlanta police departments own patents to my body? Using neighbors to use lights at night to, you know, harass and torture me and change my DNA and activate my DNA and give me a brain tumor. All these people in my neighborhood that work for the local police doing this to me, targeting me, put a geofencing around me, stalk me, criminally poison me.
barrels, yellow barrels, same yellow barrel of 6 tenants. He's from, and Mr. Anthony Rodriguez is from New Jersey in his possum muffin van. Your little FBI van, blue one. You need to stop following me. I'm filming you every time you do. Every time you hack my phones, I'm filming y'all. Every time you walk through my property and activate the beacons of my brother Craig Arlen Juan in Montevallo, your crypto wallet attached to the implants in my body, and the 34 grantors or grantees I found in property. And the sheriff in Shelby County even admitted, oh, we do this all the time, SWAT. It's usually over land grabs and sibling rivalries. Well, in 2004, my millionaire mama died. My family tried to, because I was on drugs recovering from a car wreck, probably the first time they did this to implant me. I've been fighting for my life since I was 3 years old. I'm not 3 anymore. You can't rape me. You can't beat me anymore. You drug me. You hit me with lights. You gang stalk me. You weaponize the government to come steal what? My property? Grab my land for assets is paid for? You're not stealing my property. And you're not killing me. And whoever put the 8 medical implants in my body that's torturing me and giving me, affecting my eyesight and could kill me, semiconductors by my spine leaking, everything will be exposed. Bobby and I we found everything. We know who this is tied to, this DOD. DARPA and Raytheon doing microwave and purple laser research. Project Stargate, remote viewer, Russell Targ program, UAB, University of Alabama in Birmingham, trafficking, Deca Eye, Hulu Lens, and Brainstorm. And the Pilates KGB little guru up there that thinks she's a mindset coach. You emotionally groom people and emotionally destroy them as you mark them for $6,000 and $12,000. Oh, pick up a computer, have some fun, ransomware, blackmailing Warren Buffett and Mark Alexander. No wonder the cartel tried to kill your ass June the 5th. If I had not intervened, you and your family would be dead. What do I get? Blocked. Ungrateful people. God's coming. All of you that took the bioweapon, you're dying. They're turning y'all into transhuman cyborgs, and y'all don't have any humanity, and you don't care about another person but yourself. When they come to get you, I hope you know your rights, and I hope you know how to defend yourself. Peace, I'm telling the truth. The Lady of Liberty is riding. You can't kill me, and I won't be silent. You won't traffic me another day.
It's just a weapon that'll lock in on you by itself.
Yeah, he said you have 10 seconds if they lock on you, right?
Yeah, you got 10 seconds for them to lock in on you, so don't stay nowhere longer than 10 seconds.
Backpacks, lights in the cars, the tubing under those clothes that gas you.
They told me that a long time ago. That I'm just remembering to tell you, but...
And those men in those boats...
What Kristin had the skulls up on the sticks, man, in the backyard.
That means she's sacrificing... That means she's about to sacrifice somebody. Do you understand
and
me?
Mama's buddy with her.
Your mama's doing this. Your mama's doing rituals and killing people with her. Do you understand that?
I want to kick my mama's ass if that's true, Susan, because I'm telling you, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, she's gangstalking because she made 50 profiles and wouldn't stay off my page. I had to block her almost every day. She'd create a new one. I'd block that one. She'd create a new one.
If my mama's playing along with this shit, I'd like to slap her one good time like a little bitch that she is.
Well, Willie was even doing Kristin's biddings. Ask Willie. He'll tell you. She had him doing her biddings. That poor boy, to sleep with her and have your penis inside of a witch. That just poor thing. He's probably just full of demons.
Because all Mama cares about is kissing Kristin's ass. That pisses me off.
What does Kristin have over
abandoned
her?
us to be around Kristin.
What does Kristin have of your mama that's making? Is it a spell?
I think William says she puts people in spells, and William told me that in the past. She puts people on hypnosis and spells with her eyes.
Well, it doesn't work on me. Sorry.
Hell no, it didn't work on me either.
I saw right through her.
She tried to get me to do the one eye thing, look into her forehead until we see one eye. Every time I see one eye, I pulled away. I said, hell no.
She tried to
I'm
get you.
looking into your soul. No, the hell you ain't, bitch, because I ain't letting it line up.
Oh my gosh, she did that to me. I was wondering why she wanted to put her forehead to my head.
Yeah, she wants to try to look into your soul.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you talk just like her. Oh my gosh.
That's what she does. And every time my forehead lined up, that was the third time I'd been around her. She did that shit.
And the first time she said, "Where's your bitch?"
No, that wasn't the third time. Excuse me. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth time I had been around her. Excuse me. I've only been around her 7 times in a stretch of 5 years.
That was 7 times too many, dear.
I know that was too damn much, but I had to learn what people were telling me.
Well, they're running an illegal organization.
By me hearing stories from people and me analyzing her, because I know how to read a person.
Yeah.
Real quick. And so I sat and read her, and that's why I trusted you, because I could read a person.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do anything but save my ass and save you and your kids. That's all I'm trying to do. And get her down. I want her down. Yes, she has terrorized me.
But that lady right there, Susan, I've opened up to you way more than I ever opened up to Kristin already.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm trying to protect you.
If that tells you anything.
I really am trying to protect you.
Maybe that will help ease your scaredness inside you. I have opened up and talked to you and been around you and done more things with you more than I have Kristin at this point.
Yeah. We did have fun at the beach.
I don't want to know Kristin like that. I don't fucking like her.
You got to say we did have fun at the beach.
Use my cuss words, but she pisses me off.
Did you hear me?
And she knows it.
Yeah, did you hear me? What? We did have fun at the beach.
Yes, I did. And I couldn't relax a lot, but I did. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate it so much. It's been a dream to always feel the sand on my feet.
Well, you did.
And feel the water on my legs.
But I can't ever go back to that damn hotel because it's crawling with our people.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping, but Kristin has pissed me off. And to know that my mama's still hanging out with that bitch.
And got crystal skulls out and reads tarot cards. Come on, girl, wake up and smell the coffee. Your mother's a witch. I hate to break it to you.
Well, I always knew Mom had psychic abilities, but it's gifts from God. It's not psychic abilities like that. It's supposed to be gifts of prophecy to share the love of God.
But she's not.
But she's using it in a wicked way.
In a wicked, wicked, wicked way. And Kristin's using her for her abilities. You see that?
Mom's always had abilities.
Well, Kristin's using her for her abilities.
Mom has gifts, and that's why.
Well, that's why
I'm
Kristin
mad
is
because
hooked
Mama
into
had these
her.
gifts like I have to give God's grace, give God glory, not to go and use it for demonic cards.
Well, there you go. And putting spells on people through crystal skulls in the damn backyard. Did you say that was
Mama's probably told Kristin that I'm just like her, and that's probably why I'm being targeted.
Yep.
It's because I have spiritual gifts. I have very strong spiritual gifts.
You're targeted because you're the DNA of Jesus Christ and you're a Jew. That's why you're being targeted. It's Cherokee. You're Jewish. It's Jewish.
That's why